The summit is a platform to shape the future of government, the future of people, to improve the lives of 7 billion people. And I think that this is a goal that we'll always strive for. What we see right now on the summit and the success is just a small component in a much bigger vision. We want to make people happier, we want to make governments more efficient, we want to bring them together, create bridges, eliminate the gaps, and really learn from the best practices that are there all over the world, from the public sector, the private sector, and as well thought leaders.
I'm a part of the Science and Research Committee in the Government Summit. I'm interested in the advances of science and technology and how it affects the future, both on a government and on a societal level.
In the past couple of years, whoever touched VR, and there has been proliferation of projects dealing with that, keeps saying when they do it that it's in the stage of infancy. And then to do something that is as complex as what we try to do here is close to insanity, I swear.
Hello and welcome on Mars. My name is Saeed and I'll be your personal guide. The story of humanity is one of overcoming all kinds of challenges. And for humans to thrive on Mars since 2037, the United Government of Mars had to utilize transformational technologies. From rovers and ships that can transport visitors and cargoes in the harshest environments with ease, to terraformers that will transform Mars from a desolate planet to one that fits the needs of the citizens of the United Government of Mars and the estimated needs of generations to come. As well as innovative multi-purpose robots that can perform many tasks such as mining the Martian soil, 3D printing new structures and replicating more models of itself, perform repairs and maintenance tasks, and almost everything you can think of when it comes to sustaining a whole city on Mars. The whole experiences that we worked on embrace the idea of the summit itself. It's shaping future governments. Now, by shaping future governments, you have to tackle challenges. And that's what we did with the team from Serbia, is that we looked at the challenge. How can we think 100 years from now, 50 years from now, when no one has?
Concept-wise, creating an environment that's placed on the other planet, not 20 years from now, not now, but 100 years from now, is a task for itself. You could address that task for months, and you would never be certain whether it's good or not. So we really gave our best to somehow depict the world out there and to avoid the sci-fi connections, to avoid like Hollywood things, and to be as realistic as possible.
Welcome to the capital of the United Government of Mars. The United Government of Mars is the regulatory body in charge of the planet's development and its relations with Earth and other colonies. As long as its residents have received a coexistence certification from the original signees of the Colonization Protocol of 2024. Being one of the founding members of Mars's United Government, and due to its highly advanced space program, the government of the UAE has its mission constantly present on Mars, with ambassadors and their staff being deployed on a 2-term basis. The United Government of Mars's policies are focused on scientific research, with a concentration on 2 major development trajectories: the further deep space population programs and the Earth Energy Preservation and Support Protocol, designed for supercharging the depollution of our Earth.
First of all, I think utopias are not necessarily utopias. We're just used to the fact that some of the human condition presently is quite pessimistic, so optimistic vision may not necessarily be an utopia. These things are possible if people put enough thought and energy into it.
Situated in the greenest areas of the city, the Research and Education Zone with the University of Martian Culture and Development is continuing the efforts not only to terraform Mars, but serving as the city's humidifier and food production unit, as well as a peaceful and soothing nook for that once hostile, cold, and lifeless place, serving as a symbol for the joint efforts to make Mars ultimately a livable planet. In this government summit, we're working on separate experiences. One of them is Mars in 2021, Dubai and Abu Dhabi in 2050, and the facial expression experience.
I'm standing behind, just as a regular bystander and trying to really see how people genuinely react. Because when you have this VR headset and the chairs, the seats are moving and everything, you're pretty much isolated from your real environment. And then you tend to express emotions that you probably wouldn't. You lose this sensation that somebody is watching you, observing you, that somebody might be filming. You're completely immersed into your new experience, your new reality.
We're still a young country and a young city. We're able to experiment, to use truly the scientific method for the betterment of the residents and of the visitors. And in my opinion, I think the best and the biggest thing that should come later on is the implementation of a lot of the ideas that we're talking about today here in the summit. It's showing the world that yes, we can bring people together in such platforms and we can achieve something great.
It's responsibility of us all who are dealing with technology in any possible way to try and shape it into a benefactor rather than obstacle.
We don't have a similar platform on Earth. This is, I think, a unique platform. You've seen it over these 3 days. We've taken people from the present to the future, from Earth to other planets. We've showed them the challenges and the solutions. So I think that this is just the beginning. And hopefully we'll see much more in the next cycle of the World Climate Summit.